it's me Shante and welcome back to another episode of Shaking It Up with Shante. If you guys has been here before, welcome back as always, and if this is your first time tuning in, welcome, and thank you guys as well. Look, listen, today I'm going to be showing you a very simple, easy peasy recipe, how to make my shepherd's pie. Without further ado, let's shake something up. Alright, for this easy, simple peasy recipe, you're going to need about this is about a pound of ground beef. You can use ground turkey as well. This is a whole small onion. I have about 16 ounces of peas and carrots frozen. I have about a pound and a half of potatoes that I already diced and cut up and set in some cold water. For my seasonings, I'm going to be using some complete, of course, some garlic powder, some parsley flakes, some Parmesan cheese, the grated Parmesan cheese, a little salt, some pepper, some Italian season, some onion powder, some Worcestershire sauce, and you're going to need a little bit of butter, which I did not take out, and some cheese of your choice. Now, for the seasonings, this is what I'll be using it, but of course you can use whatever seasoning you like to taste. So first thing first, I'm going to come over here to my pot and turn it on and get it ready for my potatoes to boil, because once I do the ground beef, it's not going to take that long. It's going to be really, really quickly. So I'm going to turn this pot on like a medium-high heat. I'm going to turn my cast iron skillet on right here, because like I said, if you prep everything, this should be really simple and really, really easy. Alright, so while I get my skillet hot, I'm going to put my ground beef in here first once my skillet heats up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add my onion to this. My skillet has heated up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add my onion. I already had put a little bit of oil in my cast iron skillet, which you all know that once you put this ground beef in there, depending on how lean you get it, it's going to produce a lot of oil. I know the ground beef, the kind that I mostly use, you know, it's going to make some oil. So I'm going to let this toast up just a little bit, and then I'll add my ground beef. Alright, so I've let this cook about 2 to 3 minutes. Let it get nice and toasty a little bit. Now I'm going to add my pound of ground beef. Like I said, you can use ground turkey if you like, or ground chicken, whichever you prefer. And sometimes I like to mix my ground beef up with some ground Italian sausages, but since my husband is going to try to eat a little bit of this, I didn't want to put any pork sausage in it. So you're just going to cook this until it browns. My water is getting ready for my potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and add some salt to this. Give that another till it start boiling. I'm going to strain my potatoes and go ahead and get them ready to put in there. Now that my ground beef and onion has cooked, it has browned completely, I'm going to go ahead and drain this grease off. I'm going to take this to the sink and drain the grease off before I start seasoning or anything. Don't season your ground beef or ground turkey, whatever it is. Don't season your meat prior to doing this, because you're just going to rinse all of the seasonings off of it. So I'm going to go ahead and strain this really, really quickly, y'all. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add my potatoes to this pot of water. I'm just going to dump them right in there. Just like so. Let me give it a little stir. Grab another spoon. Give it a little stir. And I kind of cut all my potatoes up about this size right here, y'all. Just little, maybe quarter size. And you want to make them all even. And that's probably was about 5 medium-sized red potatoes that I peeled and cut up. So I'm going to let them boil in that salted water for about 12 to 13 minutes, y'all. Okay, over here, I turned my skillet back on. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my seasoning. I'm going to add some complete. Add whatever seasonings you like, guys. Whatever seasonings you like to taste, because there's no right way, no wrong way to do this. It's however you like it. Put you some garlic powder in there. Okay. Of course, put you some black pepper, honey. Black pepper. I'm going to put some onion powder. I'm going to put some Italian seasoning. I can never get this all the way open. Let me see. Put you some Italian seasoning. And I'm just going to put a tad bit of salt. Just a tad bit of salt and some Worcestershire sauce. And Worcestershire is going to be about maybe 1/4 of a cup. Because I'm going to add some, let me stir this. Okay, I'm going to stir this. And I'm going to add some water to this. I'm going to add some water to this. I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of water. 1/2 cup of water. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my frozen peas and carrots. Go ahead and add that. I'm just going to give this a quick toss and turn it on low and let it simmer. This smells so good, y'all. I know it looks pretty. Some people add corn to this. Now, let me tell y'all about this dish, though. This dish is very versatile, like I said. You know, honey, if you want to put you some bell peppers, because y'all know I put bell pepper in everything. If you want to put you some green, red, yellow bell peppers in here, some mushrooms, you can. Corn, you can do whatever it is. You know, this dish is really simple, really versatile, and all this stuff is substitutable, honey. Don't forget that. So I'm just going to let this cook on low for a few minutes while my potatoes cooking. And then I'm going to stop the cooking process on this so that it can cool off in time. I don't want to mix this with the mashed potatoes while it's hot, but I am going to let this cook my peas and my carrots for maybe about 10 minutes or so, and then I'll come back and check on it in about 10 minutes. I'm not going to cover it, but you can cover it if you want to, but I won't be covering mine. So I'm going to let this cook for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back. All right, y'all, so this has been cooking for about 5 or 6 minutes. I did end up adding a little bit more water to it and more seasoning because I added some more water. So I add a total of about a whole cup of water in that 1 pound of ground beef and those 16 ounces of peas and carrots and the 1 whole onion along with my seasonings, okay? So I like this. I like the consistency of it, but I'm going to add, this is just about a 1/4 cup of water with a tablespoon of cornstarch that I just mixed together because I want my sauce to thicken a little bit. Now, if you want to do the flour and water mixture, you can, but I'm doing cornstarch with mine. And like I said, that was about a 1/4 of a cup of water and a tablespoon of cornstarch. And it's already thickening up. I can feel it. And that's it for this. I'm going to turn this off because it's going to get thicker as it sits. So I'm going to turn this off and let it sit, honey. I'm just going to let this sit for a little bit. So wait on my potatoes to get done. Let this sit and we're going to get this show on the road, honey. Let me turn it off right now. That's that. And my potatoes over here, they still cooking. I ain't going to even take the top off or nothing. I'm just going to let them keep boiling until that time is up. And then I'll be back. All right, y'all, this is ready. I'm going to take a little bit of smoked paprika and add it to this. Just a little bit of smoked paprika. Ooh, y'all, this smoked paprika smells so good, honey. I feel like putting it on everything. All right. It smells so good. Don't it smell good, babe? It smells like bacon or something.
Oh, yeah.
It smells really, really good. All right, this is ready. And my potatoes are ready, y'all. Look at my potatoes. I'm going to tell you, y'all, these potatoes been boiling for about 12 minutes. And if you can stick a fork in them and they're tender, you can stick a fork straight through them. They are done. Go ahead and cut them off. And I'm going to go ahead and strain them really quickly. All right, so I've already strained these, but I'm going to dump them back in this same pot that I cooked them in so that that excess water can cook off. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn the eye back on just a little bit because I don't want any water in my potatoes. So you can cut the stove back on and just let it cook, and you're gonna hear it. Just let it cook till you think all the water has cooked out. Don't let it burn now, but just let it, give it a couple seconds so that water that can cook out of the potatoes and they can kind of get dried up just a little bit, maybe about 4 minutes on like a medium high heat, because that's how I want mine to be, totally no water. Even though I strain them, but I still like to put them back in the hot pot that they came out of so all of the water can evaporate off the potatoes. I'm going to turn it off. That was only like a minute, and I'm just going to let it sit there for about 3 or 4 minutes till all the water is drained. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some butter, some seasonings, some cheese, honey. And we're going to get this thing rolling. All right, I want y'all to look down in here and see there's no water down in there. All the water cooked off the potatoes. All of the water. So I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add just a dash of salt. I'm going to add some black pepper. Basically, you want to put the seasonings in there that you put in your meat mixture. You can put those same seasonings if you like. Put some onion powder. Because you want your potato to be flavorful. That's the first thing you're going to bite into, these potatoes, honey. You want to be flavorful. Add just some garlic. That was garlic powder I added in. I'm going to add just a little bit of complete. Just a little bit. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and mash these potatoes up, honey. You can get your, if you ain't got no potato masher, honey, use your fork. It's okay. But I'm going to use my potato masher because I got one. And you want those potatoes thick, just like that. My. Okay. Get them all mashed up really, really good. And then I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of half and half. Now, if you want to do heavy cream, you can do that as well. I like my potatoes just a little chunky, honey. Just a little chunky. They ain't got to be smooth like a baby bottom, because these ain't, you ain't feeding a baby. So, ooh, I can give my grandbaby some of these, honey. She'll tear these things up, baby. Might save her a little bit, but she's asleep right now. But yeah, you want to get your potatoes like that. I'm going to put a little bit more cream in mine. Well, a little bit more half and half. So in all, I probably used about a half a cup. Half a cup of, I'm going to put what I use. I'm going to put the ingredients in the description box, y'all. Yes, this how I like it. Just like this. Okay. Now I already got my oven preheated on 350 degrees. Taste your potatoes, y'all. When y'all do this, go ahead and taste your potatoes, honey, and make sure it's seasoned to your liking. See? Potatoes eat up salt, honey. This need a little bit more salt, baby. Ooh, I had to put a little bit more salt in now. And let me add some of this smoked paprika to it. Add a little bit of that. Y'all got the good kind of paprika, honey. I went to the farmer's market and got this paprika, y'all. And this is how it looks. It comes in a container like this. See, it was only what, $1.29. Some Spain smoked paprika. It smells so good, y'all. I love the way it smells. Ooh, make you want to put it on everything, because it smells so dang on good. Now I got that mixed in there real good. Ooh, honey. Ooh, child, it smells so good. Okay. All right, enough of that. I'm going to go ahead and get my pan out so we can go ahead and put this thing in the oven. All right, y'all. So I'm going to take my meat mixture over here. Dump it all in the bottom of this. I want to say this is a 9 by 12 pan baking dish. I think it's a 9 by 12 baking dish. I'm going to spread this out. Just like so at the bottom. Just like that. You want to flatten it out, spread it out just like that, y'all. Okay. Then you want to take your potatoes. Let me grab my potatoes. Y'all, these potatoes so dang on good. These potatoes so good. Sit that right there. Get this. I'm going to put these potatoes. All of them may not fit, but we're going to do the best we can. Spread these potatoes out, honey. And they're going to be a little thick, y'all. Let me sit this right there. Just like you icing a cake, honey. Spread them potatoes on there. Get some more. I think I might have made the perfect amount. Might have a little bit left, but I think I made the perfect size. And it ain't gotta be pretty, y'all. It ain't gotta be pretty. Do the best you can. Do the absolute best you can with spreading this out. And you don't want to make it too watery, so you don't want to put too much milk in it. You don't want it to be too thin. You want it to be thick, but just ease it on there, just like that. Y'all see that? Just like that, honey. Let me see. Let me use the rest of these potatoes. Honey. Put them right in here. Ooh, y'all, this looks so good. I can't wait till this bacon is oven. But I'm going to let it cook for about 35 minutes, y'all, in the oven. Make sure y'all get all that off the sides because you don't want it to burn. Just get you a paper towel or something. Get all that off the sides. And then I'm going to add me some parsley flakes to the top. I'm going to add me a little Parmesan. Just like that. I'm going to add me some cheese. And I'm not going to cover this either, y'all. You can add whatever kind of cheese you like to. Whatever kind of cheese you want, that's the kind of cheese you add. Alright, so in the oven it go, y'all. For about 35-40 minutes on 350 degrees. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. Here is my shepherd's pie, fresh out of the oven. Well, no, I'm lying. It came out of the oven about 10 minutes ago, y'all. So, you know, when it's all, you got to let it sit so it can solid up, honey. So, it's been out the oven about 10 minutes. It should be cooled down a little bit now. So, I'm able to cut it. So, we're going to dive right into this thing, y'all. It looks so good. It smells so good, y'all. When it first came out, it was like bubbling and all the juices was bubbling through. Oh, my God. I can't wait to try this for y'all. I'm just cut a little bit. Ooh, it's so cheesy and oh my goodness. Let me get this out here. Ooh, see, that's why you let it sit so we can kind of like stand up on its own. Got to give it a little room. I'm gonna get all that, y'all. I'm gonna get all that. Get all that right there. Look inside there, y'all. Look in there. Look in there. Y'all see that? I'm gonna get a little bit more of this right here because I'm going to eat whatever I put on my plate. I'm going to eat it. Trust me. All right. Look at that, y'all. Look at the potatoes. Look at the cheese. Look at the meat. Let me just slide this over. Ooh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, honey. It's still piping hot. Y'all see it's still smoking? And I actually let it sit out. I let it sit for about 10 minutes or so. But I'm finna go ahead and try this for y'all. It smells so good. That smoked paprika. When I tell you I can smell it, the Worcestershire sauce, you know how you say it? That sauce, yes. Y'all. The peas and the carrot, they the perfect texture, y'all. Y'all hear the baby done woke up. Honey, I gave her some of the mashed potatoes I had left over. Ooh, that baby told them things up. She 8 months, honey. She ate them potatoes. Y'all, this is so good. Look at that. Look at them potatoes with them cheese. Just, y'all. I'm gonna sit that down right now. I gotta finish that. Like I told y'all before, this recipe is very versatile. All the seasonings are substitutable. If you have not had shepherd's pie before, or you think it was too much to make, y'all see how simple and quick and fast and easy I put that together? Y'all can do the same thing. If you have never tried it before, please do so. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for all y'all support, all my new subscribers. Thank y'all so much. If you're watching this video and you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Share. Until that next video, I'll see you guys then. Bye.